Welcome to the stream, all 21 of you, because I kind of messed up the start of the stream. I accidentally started with the wrong title, so I ended the stream and then restarted again, and now everybody's clicking the wrong link, probably, and thinking that I already ended the stream, and not realizing that this stream's up. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. We're going to continue our Great One grind today. And hopefully, today will be the day that we get it. Hey, Busy Bee, how's it going? Hey, CNR, hey, Glowlax, Siphon, Marcus, Chonker, Johnny, Connor, Cute Kitty, Oxy, Riptide, and Claydrew. How's everybody doing? I know, right, Johnny? We want the Pokemons. Let's get the correct rifles equipped. Slap on these bad boys again. You know, eventually we might actually do another long-range video like I did today, but with the 308. I think that could be fun. Do a 308 version of it. Nice, Siphon. Flounder, is that you? It is. This is Sir Flounder. Just flounding, as always. Nice, Caitlin, that's awesome. Completed my multi-mount of a gold Melamarium's turkey, gold Leucistic Rio Grande turkey. Nice, that's awesome. I believe I saw that in the Trophy Shots chat. I believe I was in there when you posted that. Which, by the way, has that guy that posted the suspicious trophy replied at all? I haven't actually looked in there in about 30 minutes, so... Has that guy responded at all, or is he just gonna try and play it off as if that Seekadir was actually legit? Why do you have two 308s? For quicker follow-up shots. It's much faster to just switch to the other one than it is to reload. So when I run out of one, I just swap to the other. Plus I have two different scopes on them to make it so I don't have to constantly like go in and change my scope based on the distance. It just makes it quicker all in all for me. How were none of those decent? You'd think at least one would like clip the spine or something, but nope, unfortunately not. Well, we got a few down. Why doesn't that surprise me, Johnny? Awesome to hear that, CNR. Glad I can help, man. We got anything over here? Nope. Nice, Kelly. Hey, Jerome, how's it going, dude? Oh, really, Mel? That's hilarious. Some people don't actually know what hacking looks like. It's honestly kind of funny. You know, as content creators, we get to see all types of people like that in multiplayer. So we get pretty good at determining, like, who is cheating and who isn't, but I guess to, like, somebody who's not familiar with running into cheaters all the time, it probably could be difficult to figure out what's actually a cheated trophy and what isn't. So I can kind of understand it, I guess, but... You'd think it would still be kind of easy for people to tell. I mean, like that one in the Discord, I knew immediately just by looking at the fact that it was max weight, but it was like 3 racks below the biggest rack. Like, that does not happen. Oh. Oh, where were you coming from? Oh my gosh, I'm so out of breath. Well, we still got enough shots in it to take it down, and... Where did all these deer come from? We're just all of a sudden getting a bunch of deer over here that I did not see somehow when we were first blasting them. Interesting. I use OBS. For streaming, I use Streamlabs OBS. When I'm recording, I use the regular OBS. I have no clue, Kavu. No clue. And typically, it's random where they show up. Like, let's say you shot 5 males. The respawns will be randomly slotted into the spots that you shot them from. And in some cases, they'll just completely go into a different part of the map, depending on, like, the size of the zone and how many animals were there. Ooh, feels bad, TFH. Feels bad, dude. Hey, Big Rack Hunters, how's it going? Oh my gosh, Kyla. 10 out of 10. We should only have a couple more deer to claim. Although... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say there should be a buck. There's our buck. It's going pretty good, Easton. Nothing crazy today, but we are trying to get a bunch down. When did I start this grind? The 5th grind we started probably a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Oh, and just for anybody curious, since I'm mentioning it, the kill count in the title, that's for all of my grinds combined. So, just wanted to clarify that real quickly. The 11,700 is across all 5 of these grinds. Actually, I'm not sure how much we're into this current one. Not 100% sure. You know what? I can actually go look right now that I think of it. So, we are roughly 650 kills into grind number 5. So, it's been 650 whitetail kills since our last great one. Hey, Swamp, how's it going, dude? Good to see ya. I believe Iberian Mouflon drink at like 17 now. Yeah, this is Rancho del Arroyo. Hey, EH, how's it going, dude? Yes, Caitlin, I have heard of Ultimate Hunting. Excuse me, sir? I'm hunting over here, jeez. I think there's only one doe over there. Hey, Vasquez, how's it going, dude? Alright, later, Coulson. Hey, D-Dog. Denise, this is Rancho del Arroyo. Me too, Colton. They look really good. The maps, or not the maps, what am I talking about? The loading screens do look very nice now. Loving the improvements I've seen the last couple updates. Okay, we'll probably shoot those last because they're kind of not facing a good direction. We just... Yep, that works. Nice. That actually worked out pretty good. Thank you, M&P. I'm glad you enjoy it, dude. She's doing good, Oxy. She's doing pretty good. Sorry, sir. That was the only angle you would give me. Nice, we got it down pretty quickly. Oh, I didn't even check over here. I probably should have. I didn't even check the close zone over here. Yep, there was deer, of course. Well, I suppose we should attempt to get them now. Not too bad. I'll take it. Kind of surprised we were hitting those last shots, but I will take it. Thanks, Grady. Glad to hear that, dude. I've heard of a few people getting some Mississippi Great Ones, but not as many as Rancho or Layton. Which could partially just be because people don't hunt Mississippi as much as they hunt Rancho and Layton. Thanks, Joe. I'm glad to hear that, dude. I've been having fun with the content recently, like, doing these kind of strange videos, or not really strange, but like, so far off of what I used to do, has actually been kind of a breath of fresh air. It's been more exciting to make videos like this. It's been a lot more fun. Doing stuff like the long-range sniper-style video that we did today, or the no-HUD brush gun type video. It's been fun just kind of mixing it up. It's kind of kept the game fresh for me. Sergeant, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate the amazing support. Got my second albino whitetail buck of the Rancho grind. I foresee some rares in your stream today. Hopefully, dude. Hopefully. Thank you once again. And congrats on your second albino of the grind. Was it a good one? Hopefully it was a big male. Oh, Kevin got his off Mississippi? Nice. That's awesome. I would love to get a Mississippi Great One, but the map is just so difficult to grind that I don't know if I would want to put in the time to do it. Especially when Rancho is just so much easier for it. Hopefully, Clint, hopefully we get a diamond or a rare or a great one or something today. I kind of want to get a big rare buck. It's been a while since we've had one. Wire males level 2 a lot. That's just how the whitetail are. They don't really go above level 2 much because level 3 is max level for them. And so the only time you'll see something higher than level 2 is if it's a diamond potential animal. Or if it's a great one, which would be a level 10. What map has the best story in my opinion? I really like Tiawaroa's story. That was by far the most enjoyable set of missions for me. I had so much fun with Tiawaroa. That could just be because I really like the map. And it's got like some of the coolest areas to do the missions. Ooh, that actually gives me an idea for another one of these like special hunts. I've had a lot of people asking me to do a bow hunt. Maybe I'll have to hunt the forests of Tiawaroa again with the bow. That used to be a pretty popular thing with you guys. Like, from what I remember, you guys really liked it when I would hunt in the thick woods for the red deer and the sika deer and the wild boar. Or not wild boar, but the feral hogs. With the bows. And it was always a lot of fun as well. I might have to do that. Maybe I'll like set up a stand. Somebody also made a suggestion that I do a hunt, but I do it like I would in real life. Like I look at the map, I pick a spot that I would want to sit in real life. Ooh, that looks like a decent deer. But they were saying that I should pick a spot that I would hunt in real life, start just before daylight, and just sit in a stand for the entire game day. And then just whatever we get to go by there is what we have for the video. And I do think that would actually be pretty fun. I do think that would be pretty fun. What would you guys think about a video like that? It would take quite a while for me to make, because that is quite a bit of time to dedicate to one video. But I think it could be worth the time. I think it would be pretty fun. Can you get a great one on a random multiplayer map? Yes, you can. With the most recent update, they made it so you can find great ones in multiplayer, provided you're lucky enough to find a server that has one. Yes, Grady, I do. I haven't recently, but I did growing up. They're definitely respawning, Hefty, but what's happening is they're respawning at different parts of the map than what you're hunting. This is very common for pretty much any species. If they're not coming back to where you shot them, they've probably moved to new zones. Nobody knows why it happens. I assume it's just to make it so it's harder to grind, to kind of balance out the fact that we have drink zones to hunt off of. But yeah, a lot of times they'll go to different areas on the map. Kristen, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Hopefully your day has been going great and you've been enjoying the stream. Thank you so much. Hey, Duck, how's it going, dude? Welcome back. Welcome back, man. Yeah, I don't care what kind of mod it is, Caitlin. It's still bad. The developers don't want modding in the game. So, if it's something that they're against, then it's not good for the game. And I've spoke on this many times, so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but you don't need mods to have fun in a hunting game. It defeats the purpose of playing a hunting game. Even the one that you're talking about where you just like move faster. That literally defeats the whole point of hunting. You're not supposed to move fast when you're hunting. To be honest, the fact that you sprint around and call the wild all the time, and that's kind of the meta, is already a little bit unrealistic. Why would you want to make it even worse? Like, we're already sprinting around. If you were playing a game like Classic, or pretty much any other hunting game, you would be walking very slowly, or crouching. We already move faster than any other hunting game. I mean, we literally, like, just bounce from tent to tent, sprint around, snipe deer, and repeat. That's basically Call of the Wild. Why would you possibly want to make yourself go any faster? Yeah, exactly, Duck. Like, if you're going to keep it in single player, like I've said in the past, if you want to do that for your own personal enjoyment in single player, whatever. Don't take it to multiplayer. Alright, let's go ahead and continue now. Outdoors with Davis, thank you for the super chat, and I think I missed one as well. Landon, thank you for the super chat as well, dude. Thank you to both of you, much appreciated. And I'm not going to read off that message, Davis, because that falls under self-promotion. But I appreciate the super chat. You've been warned a few times, though, about self-promotion, so you're kind of treading on thin ice. I'm not going to play favorites just because you are supporting the channel with super chats. Try to follow the rules and don't self-promote. It's basically coming into somebody's stream and saying, like, hey, I do content, you should watch me instead of Scarecrow. You can kind of see why that's not good, right? So just in the future, would be great if you could refrain from doing that. I know, right, Mel? It's wild. Exactly, EH. Like, the game is already easy. Why would you need mods? I don't get it. Wait, you can delete a message from a super chat? What? I didn't know that was even a thing, Kyla. Oh my gosh. But really, Outdoors, I appreciate the super chat, but like I said, just please follow the rules. The mods told you multiple times not to self-promote. Oh, and EH, while I'm thinking about it and while you're here, I can kind of, I guess, clarify something that I was trying to say the other day, but I guess over, like, comments it doesn't really come through as well as I would have liked it to. The whole thing that I was saying with, like, Call of the Wild still being, like, relevant after Ultimate Hunting, it's because they're going to be very different styles of hunting games, you know? Like, Ultimate Hunting is going to be geared a little more realistically than Call of the Wild. It's going to be kind of a middle ground between Classic and Call of the Wild, and a lot of people want the faster pace that Call of the Wild brings, so that's kind of what I was saying the other day, where, like, people will still love Call of the Wild. I love the fast-paced action in Call of the Wild, so I'll still play it. And that's all I was meaning the other day. I don't want you to think that we were just trying to, like, attack you or anything. We were just saying, you know, there's still things that this game will bring that people will like. Hopefully it's, hopefully I said that better, now than I did through the comments. Can we maybe get these? I don't know if we can. Yeah, exactly what Kyla said. Exactly what Kyla said. That pretty much sums it up. Come on. We'll hit a shot eventually. Why am I shooting does? Because it's part of my grinding method. I have discovered through my thousands of kills during this grind that I get more consistent spawns when I shoot everything. When I'm getting full herds to respawn instead of just like a few bucks out of the herds, I don't have the issue of like bucks disappearing from the herds. And a lot of times when you get a full herd to respawn, I feel like the trophies are better and I more consistently get diamonds and rares out of them. So that's why I do it. We're trying to get the entire herd to respawn as a fresh herd, instead of like deer repopulating into existing herds. It just seems like it works better. Well, that's where the second part of this comes in, Moondogs. The thing about Rancho is, if you delete a zone, they always come back to the same lake. So you actually don't really have to worry about it too much. I have deleted all of these zones many times. They always come back to the exact same lake. Like, let's say I delete a zone here. It might move to this side of the lake, but it will still be at this lake, so it's easy to find again. I'm not sure how it'll work on Quattro, Kyla. I don't know how it'll work on Quattro. The reason I do it on Rancho is just because it always comes back to the same lake. Quattro would be a little bit different with the way the red deer are there. I feel like they would move to like completely different areas more. You could try it though and let me know how it works. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on, I think I missed... there we go. Oh, no worries, EH. Like, I could kind of see, like, what you were saying, because there was times where I was the same way about games, but those were the games that ended up completely burning me and being nothing like what I thought, so... Yeah, we were just trying to say, you know, there's definitely good in all the different games out there. I'm just glad that you were willing to, like, actually, like, talk it through, because not everybody will do that. Not everybody's willing to actually, like, have a full-on conversation like that without getting upset about it. So I'm glad to see that you didn't mind having, like, a full-on conversation about it. What about Tiabaroa? Tiabaroa, it can definitely work. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing already. Because I pretty much delete zones on Tiabaroa a lot as well. The thing about Tiabaroa is it only works on, like, certain parts of the map. If I'm along the river, then the zones do move when I delete them. But if I'm at the Pukimaro lakes or the lakes above them, then it seems to be different because it's all single stag zones. They always come back to those lakes. It's kind of 50-50 with Tiabaroa. And then you have maps like Layton and Mississippi where they move so much, which is why I don't grind them. You might need to check different parts of your map, Little Bear. If you've been hunting zones and your herds are small now, they've probably created new herds at different parts of the map that you don't typically hunt. I would honestly go through and check like all the water. Check all of the water during the whitetail drink time. I bet you'll find some that you didn't know were there. That's always what happened to me anytime that I would have my herds dwindle down when I was hunting on Layton Lakes. It would always kind of like do that. So maybe try checking some other areas and let me know if you find anything. Did we miss something? There's got to be at least one more deer dead over here. Hey Sam, how's it going? Oh my gosh. That's wild. Yeah, it's pretty wild, Joe. I am approaching 10 mil right now. Honestly, we should hit 10 mil by the end of the day. Yeah, we should hit 10 mil by the end of the day. We can make 80k easily. If we do a full 2-hour stream, we can definitely make 80k. Let's see if we can figure out where these went. I don't see them, so I'm guessing they ran quite a ways, which is not going to be worth our time, really. So let's just move to another lake. Not really, Moondogs. It's random like any other spawn. I've had them spawn when there was absolutely nothing going on, like nothing else good was spawning, and then I've also had them spawn when I was getting a bunch of other good stuff, so it's kind of random. Hey, Hollow, how's it going? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, there we go. There's some Deerios. It's been a while since I've seen some over here. I'm wondering if they got rid of that zone. And also the same with over here. Is it okay if I don't pick up red deer after I shoot them? Technically, yes, but the one thing that you will notice is they will not respawn until you restart your game. So I wouldn't recommend doing it, because not only do you miss out on the money, but then they won't respawn until you've actually reset your game. So I wouldn't recommend it. But I kind of do it with whichever ones run off. Like if I get a couple deer that I hit really poorly and they just ran super far and it would take ages to go get them, then I typically just leave them. Want some Deerios cereal? Oh yeah, we need it. What's the best spots for moose on lakes? I don't know, Peter. Depends on which map you're talking about. Best way to get diamonds on your own map. Haven't got any whitetail in a year? I mean, what I'm doing right now is a pretty good way. The only way that you can get diamonds is by shooting lots of animals of that species that you want to get a diamond of. Like, if you want a diamond whitetail, shoot every whitetail buck that you see. Every buck you shoot is a chance at getting a diamond. And if you shoot enough of them, eventually you'll get lucky and you'll have a diamond spawn. If you're looking for like places to hunt them, I'd recommend checking out some of my Rancho guides for Great One grinding, because that will show you a lot of the good locations for them. And even though the guide itself is kind of outdated, it still has like most of the good locations. Landon, thank you so much for the super chat. You got your 7th Great One today. Nice, dude. Congratulations. Hi, later, Sam. Later, dude. But once again, Landon, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Hey, Crystal, how's it going? When do you think you'll get your 5th Great One? My guess is 2 weeks from now. That's what I'm gonna guess, is like 2 weeks from now. If we keep killing like 100 a day, I think we can get it. That's like 1,400 kills in 2 weeks. If we can just keep up with that pace, then I think we got a chance. Who knows? I might start doing some grinding off camera as well and try to get the kill count up a little bit faster. Because if I only do it while we're streaming, then we only get like, what? Typically 70 to 120 kills per stream. I might honestly do some off-camera grinding as well, late at night while I'm editing or something. I guess we'll see. I like to do most of my grinding on camera, but I might do some off to speed up the process a little bit. Where is the rest of these? Oh, there. Way over there. Lovely. I guess it ran forever. I know there's a couple tucked away in here that we should probably try to take down, but I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Way, way back there. Maybe we can call them in? What will I do when I'm done with the Great One grinding? To be honest, I'm not sure. I guess it's going to depend on what rack we get. If it's one of the racks that I wanted, then we'll probably start grinding for something different. But if it's a rack that we already have, I'll probably continue grinding. I really want to get like one of the racks I really like. We've just not been that lucky. What's my rarest whitetail other than a Great One? Probably my 291 diamond, because they can't actually score that high anymore. I got a 291 back before they lowered the scoring requirements, but nowadays they can't reach that score anymore. So that's probably my rarest one. But if I find the Great One off camera, then it'll be in a video. Or I'll start a stream up right as I find it. One or the other. But most likely I won't find it off camera. Because typically they end up spawning during streams for us. Let's grab that. The only reason I got my last one off camera was because I wasn't allowed to stream it yet. Otherwise, I probably would have been live, and we probably would have got it live. Same with the Leighton one. I wasn't expecting to get the Leighton one because we hadn't been grinding Leighton. My only off-camera ones were the ones that we were not really grinding for. I know, right, Johnny? That one is crazy. I still can't believe that you have one of those. It's honestly insane. I'd love to find one, but it's impossible now. I mean, I guess it's not impossible, it's just super unlikely. Should start another series? Like what, CNR? We've already got a couple series going. I kind of just want to focus on the series that we already have going. Because we still got a lot that we can do with the True series that we just started. I've been really enjoying that one. And then we've jumped back into the Diamond with Every Gun series. Like, we've still got some series that we need to finish before starting some new ones. Okay, so there's like nothing over here, sadly. What about over here? Nope. What's diamond for blacktail? What is the diamond score now? I actually don't remember. I think it's like 177 or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. It might be different. It might be a little bit lower. I don't hunt them too often. Oh yeah, Johnny, so it ended up going above that. 177.5. Yeah, that sounds about right. Opinion on multiplayer hopping for a diamond? I mean, I've got a full video on how to do it, Joe, so you can probably tell how I feel about it just from that. I do it a lot. I multiplayer hop quite often. Because it is just hands down the best way to get diamonds. Should make a counter for how many rares and super rares I've got. I mean, we kind of have something like that for for the grind, at least, just by putting it in the titles. Are you talking about like an on-screen counter, though? The problem is I don't want too much on the screen because Call of the Wild is kind of more of like a relaxing, immersive game. And so I try not to clutter the screen too much, which is why we only have like the stuff at the top. We don't really have anything spammed throughout the rest of the screen. Yeah, Duck, he has a crazy, crazy blacktail deer. Back from when blacktail rarely made diamond. That was such a weird time for Call of the Wild. Like, if a lot of people think Call of the Wild has, like, lots of bugs and issues now, you should have seen it back when I first started YouTube. Ooh! Oh my gosh, that's a really nice looking whitetail. That's a really nice looking level 3. Oh my gosh, that's a beauty. The tip-to-tip spread's kinda rough, though. That thing looks cool, though. It's kind of uneven. The tip-to-tip spread is really close. Let's wait for it to get a little closer to us. I think it's gonna walk over here. If so, I'd like to take it with the irons. Let's see if we can just kind of crawl this way. Where is it? Let's try to ooh, there it is. I was gonna say, let's try to figure out where it's going, but that's him right there. Look at that giant. What a beast. I started YouTube almost 2 years ago. Actually, it might have been 2 years by now. I mean, I've had this channel for like 7 or 8 years, but I didn't actually start like working towards building up a following until 2 years ago. Okay, that does not hide us like I was hoping it would. I wonder what direction he's gonna walk. Can't find any spot that hides us. We're just going to have to hope that it does not notice us. Otherwise, this is gonna be over. And I maybe find just like a random spot that gives us cover. Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, we're just gonna hope for the best here. Oh, hi. That's him right there. Okay, so that's not what I expected him to do. I didn't think he'd start drinking right there. Yeah, you guys might be right. It might be a little lower scoring. I mean, by the estimate, we can already tell it's going to be below 265. I'm going to say 262. I think it's going to be 262. 262.7. How about that? He's just chilling there. Come on, lift your head up, dude. How is it only attentive? Like, I'm standing right here. There we go, now it's alerted. Beautiful. That went super well. Yeah, it is a very uneven rack. I kind of like that about it, though. I like the uneven bucks. Yeah, look at that guy. That's cool. The one side hooks up higher as well. The G2s are kind of uneven as well. Very cool deer. Alright, let's go ahead and claim it. Let's see what this guy scores. I'm still saying 262.7. And it is 263 on the dot, 99 kgs. So once again, it's a really high weight buck with an uneven rack. This is the second one like this we've got recently. It scored about where I thought it would. I mean, I was only 0.3 off. Cool buck, though. I like that. I like that buck a lot. There's just such a massive difference in the left and right side. Yeah, definitely Vertex. The left side definitely looks like the 270 scoring buck, except the tip is hooked in a little bit more, so the tip-to-tip spread probably would have dropped it to like 265 or 266 if it was even. But because it's uneven, it scored even lower than that. We've been getting a lot of cool deer like this recently. I'm all for it, honestly. Lots of cool bucks as of recent. I will take that. And they've all been above 97 kgs as well. We had a max weight, we had this 99 kg, and then I think we had one that was like 98.70 or something. Lots of cool deer as of recent. I know, right? EH, perfect timing, dude. That was a pretty cool one as well. I like the way that buck looked. Oh, hey. No, 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 no. Pull the gun back out. Almost missed her. Me too, Waylon. They look great. I like the wonky deer. Wonky deer are probably my favorite ones. That's the very tiny lake clear in the north. I know, Johnny. I would love some more variety with the diamond racks. We got it right here for those that are curious. This tiny lake right here. Alright, later, Eli. Thank you, dude. Hopefully we can get a great one today. Oh, we should have a little bit of time left. Let's see. Yeah, they're still here. Probably getting close to leaving, though. Oh yeah, this part of the herd has started to leave. So what that means is this is two separate herds using the same zone. Because these are moving, but the others aren't. And this is why we have two of the same gun for whoever was curious earlier. So that I can quickly swap to it and not have to worry about reloading. And then the reload just takes twice as long after that. Ooh, that little lag spike was rough. And we're out. 0 to 300. Stop zigzagging and getting stuck. Well, that is one lucky doe. That is one lucky doe. That one's not, though. She died right as she was running away. Alright, well, I think that's most of them dead. Ooh, unfortunate, Wild Nate. That's so close, man. So close. Nice, Vertex. Diamond moose are amazing looking, so that's awesome. Nice, Samuel, dude. That's awesome. Congrats on your first diamond. Have I checked bottom right, the big lake? You talking about this one? Yes, I have. I've checked all the lakes on the map. The only place I have not checked, actually, is this one. This lake down here I have not checked, and I haven't checked the coastline down here either, just because I don't like hunting those areas, so I don't have any reason to go there. Yes there is, Waylon. Mainly for mule deer. You don't see a lot of spikes for whitetail or blacktail. But for mule deer, I have seen a few spikes. They're very rare, but there are some. If you're wanting some tips on how to get some diamonds, Dubrock, what I would do is I would check out the video I posted a couple weeks ago that is titled, "This is how YouTubers get diamonds." I would check that one out because it shows by far the like quickest method for getting diamonds and kind of explains like how it's done. I would recommend checking that one out. I shoot all the deer so that the entire herd respawns. Because when there's a fresh herd respawning, it's it seems to give better spawns. Like, obviously this is just my experience, but I feel like it gives much better respawns. And the thing about Rancho is they always come back to the exact same lake you killed them on. So it doesn't matter too much if you delete herds. And I feel like in most cases it's better for keeping like consistency amongst your populations. Because a lot of times when you just shoot the bucks out of there, they can end up like going to pretty much anywhere on the map. You'll notice they slowly start to disappear from your herds. But if you're shooting everything out of the herd, then it just spawns you a brand new herd. And I feel like it gives better spawns and also just keeps the consistency to where you always have bucks at your lakes. The biggest thing is just don't hunt every lake on your map. Otherwise, what I'm saying probably won't really work as well. It's like a combination of everything that I do that causes them to stay pretty consistent. Thank you, J-Bros. I appreciate that, dude. That's awesome to hear. Nice, Michael. Those are always the fun ones. Getting onto like a fresh server and finding something amazing like that. Always pretty cool. I heard that other doe. Where is she? Oh, gotcha, dude. So it's Dubrock? Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Alright, let's get time reset real quickly. Nice, I see. That's awesome, dude. Or, eye clamp. Shot my first great one yesterday after around 700 kills. Really small and really ugly, but still rare. Nice, dude. That's awesome. I'm assuming you got kind of like the short mass heavy rack. That's pretty cool. I've noticed a lot of people have been killing those since the update. Like, that seems to be one of the racks that's showing up more. Maybe we'll get lucky and find one of those. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Red Deer drink at 1830 on Tiawaroa. Thank you, Colton. I try my best. I try my best to be a positive part of the community. Nice, Robert. Hopefully you'll have some good luck, dude. What's a good map to really explore? Out of all the maps, I think the most fun exploring I ever had was Tiawaroa. There's just something about exploring the thick forests of that map and getting to see it for the first time that was just like really special for me. I mean, I guess it'll depend on what you like most in a map, but for me personally, that was my most enjoyable experience discovering a map. Alright, I'm gonna mute real quick, guys, because it's diaper change time for my daughter, so I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Or my voice will be back in a couple seconds. All right. We're back. Well, I'm not doing it, Zyphin. My wife is doing it. But she has to do it in here, so... If I don't mute, then you just hear Aaliyah crying. Yeah, Yukon's kind of cool to explore. I just remembered, we were going to try and hit 10 mil today, and now I'm buying a bunch of ammo. Well, we're not hitting 10 mil today, because I just spent 100k on ammo, but... I guess we'll hit 10 mil for a video or something. Like, maybe I'll go hunt a bunch of geese to just build the cash up quick. Or, like, hunt some red deer or something. I didn't even think of that. Man. I should have thought before I bought. I don't use a face cam because I don't like using a face cam. One thing every Call of the Wild player has done, created a full-on war with capes. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Nice, J-Bros. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going? Have you hopped on Ark at all recently? Ah, another one. Jump shot. Holy. Bay's over here. Hey, Hagen, how's it going, dude? The only thing you missed was a diamond whitetail that scored 263. It was actually a really big one, but it had very close tip-to-tip spread, so it scored lower than normal. It was a pretty sweet deer. Thanks, CR. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I've been having so much fun doing videos like that. And honestly, I feel like it's been better for me to not, like, just focus on grinding. I've kind of just been doing the grinding in the streams, and then for videos, doing some fun stuff like that, and I've noticed that you guys have been watching the videos a lot more when I do that as well, so I feel like it's just working out in both ways. It seems that you guys have been enjoying the videos more, and I've had more fun making them, and it's gave me extra time to do other things as well, which is a win-win in my book. Nice, Mr. Jameson. Well, if you're on Steam with Ark, feel free to join in the community servers. We've got 2 of them up, one on Lost Island and one on Crystal Isles. All info in the Discord, in the Ark server info chat. 360 jump a deer. Holy. We might have to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start putting up polls at least once a week to see what you guys would like to see in videos. Because you guys voted for the long-range sniper-style hunt that we did today. So I'd like to see what else you guys would vote for. I'll probably go through the comments and like take some of the most requested hunts and then put them in a poll and see which one gets the most votes. I think that'll be probably the way to do it. Yeah, could one of the mods post the link to the Discord? No, Corbin, I'm not going to use face cam. I mean, I might use a hand cam. That's probably the best you'll get out of me. I only do face cams like once every month or two. Because personally, I don't like doing Call of the Wild with face cam. I feel like it detracts from the immersion. It's just like a personal preference with it. And plus, I don't like being on camera for more than like 30 minutes at a time. I don't really like being on camera for 2 hours straight. Because then I gotta focus on like what I'm doing, like facial expressions I'm making, things like that. It just ramps up my anxiety. I don't mind using it for games like Escape from Tarkov, though, or Deadside. Like, competitive FPS shooters, I feel like it fits a little bit more. That's just my personal preference with it, though. It's just not my thing. There's some creators that make it work really well, but I am not one of the people that likes using the face cam for everything. It's more of like a special occasion for me, like one of those things where when Crow uses a face cam, you know it's a good day. Alright, so we only got like half of the deer in that herd, unfortunately. We maybe... Ooh, nice. We hit it. Not vitals, but we did get a solid hit. Beautiful. Yeah, I know, Oxy. It's just not something I like doing. I could probably do that, you versus Alien, but the thing is I haven't changed my setup since the last video, really. The last video that I did on my grinding setup for Rancho was almost identical to this one. I've only changed one thing, and that was that I added a tent here. That's really the only thing that has changed from my previous route. Even with all the changes that were made to Rancho to spread things out, I still hunt the exact same zones as I did before, and I still get roughly the same success rate. Still killing roughly the same amount of deer. I guess the only difference is I'm actually able to hunt all of the lakes in my run every single time reset. That's really the only thing that changed. Oh, no worries, dude. No worries, Alien. Just figured I'd mention that it hasn't really changed too much. I do pretty much the same thing, and it's still been working really well for me. So if you want to, you could go off of the last Rancho guide that I did. I believe it would be the one titled... Trying to remember the title of it. I think it's titled, This Is How I Grind the Great One on Rancho Del Arroyo. That video should show you the exact setup and, like, what I do. And it should be pretty up to date, even with the changes. Hey Hudson, how's it going, dude? I know this is single player. Not doing multiplayer today because we're grinding for the Great One. Although maybe one of these streams will do like a multiplayer grind. Like a multiplayer Great One grind. See if we can get lucky enough to find one in multi. Yeah, Duck, they're good, man. The ARs are insane. And I accidentally switched off mine. Beautiful. That's a tree. That's... We're hitting everything but the deer today. Was hoping for a blind shot. Let's see if that hit. Hey Neo, how's it going, dude? How to get easy diamonds? I mean, there's not really easy diamonds. They all take work and knowledge. Like, even the multiplayer grinding methods that I've showcased with multiplayer hopping, it still requires, like, a knowledge of need zone times, locations that animals like to hang out during each time of day. Like, none of it's easy. You still have to know something about the species. But I'd say probably easiest way would be grinding mountain lions. Or hunting Silver Ridge Peaks in multiplayer with my multiplayer hopping methods in my recent guide video. That's a tree. It is. It was a tree. It was a tree, sadly. It ate my bullet. And it wasn't even a diamond. It was just a silver tree. Actually, kind of looks bronze. Yeah, I think it was a bronze tree. Unfortunate. Couldn't even be a diamond for me. Very sad. Nice, Johnny. I wish I had 2 cats with me right now. I really want to get a kitten, but I kind of want to wait till we move. I'm thinking we'll move first and then we'll get a kitten. Because Esper needs another cat to play with. I feel like she needs some kind of interaction besides us. Like, she needs another cat with her. It is a mean tree. It took my bullet from me. Didn't even give me the diamond score. I hate hunting trees. Me too. It's difficult. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a drink zone here again. Okay, that only got one in, but it looks like it was vitals. Is this? Oh. Never mind, it's not whitetail. I am curious if there's any whitetail that drink here because I haven't had anything go here in ages. And it makes me wonder if there's one I've been missing. Because, like, normally I would have seen one of the herds respawn here. But nothing has in ages. I guess it's possible they removed this zone with the last update. Hard to say, though. Where is it? Should be right there. And we missed so many, it seems. We might have to restart the game soon because there's so many deer that I have no idea where they went and they're just holding up spawns. Let's finish this run and then we'll do a restart. This is Rancho del Arroyo. I can't really do that, Dubrock, because if I play with one person, then everybody will want me to play with them, and obviously I couldn't play with everybody in chat. But if I'm playing in multiplayer and you're watching, feel free to join the same servers that I join. You versus Alien, thank you for the membership, dude. Welcome to the Scare Crew as a Super Crow even. Holy, dude, thank you for the support. Really appreciate that. Hopefully you've been doing great. Oh, I just smacked my mic. I hope that didn't come through too loudly. Yep, old baby crow's mad. Poor Aaliyah. She's upset because dad's working and mama's cooking some food. Love to grind Quattro over Tay, but I don't have the energy to set it up. Yeah, that's understandable, Duck. To be honest, Tiawaroa gives you more kills per hour anyway, so it's not the end of the world. If you can work past the nighttime hunting, it is the best map for it. But the night hunting is a little unfortunate. I really hope that if they revamp Tiawaroa, that they will give the red deer an earlier drink time. Like, at least make it start at 16, so that we can have mainly daytime to hunt. What lakes do I Great One grind? I grind these three main lakes right here. La Hacienda, Bosque Alto, and Ghost Lake. And then I also grind this tiny lake up here, and this tiny lake down here. And this is... okay, so... there actually is a whitetail zone here. Interesting. I haven't seen these things in ages. We might have to change. Oh, my new Pokemon goal? I should probably put that up. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds and I'll update the counter. Let me update that real quickly. I completely forgot about that. I was even gonna do that earlier today, and I forgot it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, there it is. Found the right one, and... we'll go... well, to be honest, we've already hit the next one, so we'll do the one after that. We have already reached, like, the next one. The next goal would have been 600, but we already passed that, so we will have another opening soon. It'll probably be a Sword and Shield base set trainer box. But the next one after that will be 900. And that one will probably be the Celebrations box. Or we could switch it around. Obviously, like, I know not all of you are into Pokemon, so not everybody's going to probably know what I'm talking about here, but, what box do we open next? I'm gonna put up a poll, and you guys can vote on which one we open next. I'm trying to remember the exact name of this box. Okay, that's the name of it. Ah! No, it's too long. I gotta delete some characters. Okay, this isn't the exact name of it, but it's gonna have to do. Caitlin, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Holy, $15 for the Pokemans. Holy, thank you. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. I guess I could have. I gotta clean up my area. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, it is unfortunate, Nox. It is unfortunate, dude. Everything happening over there right now is unfortunate. Hopefully everybody over there will be okay and make it out of it. What box is the best, or is there no best? Well, out of the two, the Celebrations box has probably the highest chance for some good value. But, I've never opened a Sword and Shield base set trainer box, so that one would also be cool. They're both good, you know? They're both good, sets. But I think the Celebrations one is probably more chances at making our money back off of it. You just picked the Pikachu. The Pikachu is a cool one. They're both good though. Like, they both got some cool things. I think one of the really cool things about the Pikachu V-Union box, which is the playmat collection, is it actually comes with a, like, felt playmat that we could also use to open up our packs over top of. So, like, every time we do those videos, we could just roll that out, do the opening on top of the playmat, which would actually be pretty nice. So that would be the one thing that I would say is more exciting about that one. Yeah, Glowlax, we got a diamond earlier. I don't know if you were here for that, but we managed to bag a nice diamond whitetail, about 263 on the score. It was actually one of the bigger racks, but it had such low tip-to-tip spread that it scored lower than we expected. Or I guess lower than you would have expected by looking at it. Thank you, Grit. I'm glad you enjoyed, dude. Glad you enjoy the content. And Hunter Reynolds, thank you for the super chat, dude. Much appreciated, man. A true, Rustin, it probably would work as a mousepad as well. I've already got a good mousepad, so I wouldn't really use it for a mousepad, but it probably could be. You're probably right. Just got a 74.1 buck, the smallest yet. Holy dude, that is tiny. I don't know if I've got one that small before for whitetail. We just get one shot off into this guy. And we actually got two. And three. And I zeroed to the wrong distance. No, he stopped. Eh, he'll die. Let's focus on the doe wherever she went. Beautiful. We got them all. Yeah, guys, we're 2 likes away from 100. Let's get 2 more likes in there to get us to break 100. I honestly don't really ever ask for, like, likes during streams, even though it's very helpful to the stream. But if we can break 100, that would be amazing. Nice, King Reno. Honestly, that is, like, a really good idea. I have, like, I'm very picky with mouse pads, though. I like having a full desk mouse pad so I can put my keyboard and my mouse on it, so I don't know if the playmat would even work for my preferences with mouse pads. I like using the full desk mouse pad. The one that I have is a Corsair. I think it's the MM300. Wow, it's actually very close on which box we're going to open next. The Sword and Shield base set trainer box is ahead by like a solid 12%, it looks like. Hold on, let me expand it. Yeah, it's ahead by a solid 12%. I think it's because of the scoring system, Brennan. The way they score Red Deer is very odd. So a lot of the level 7s look really big, but actually don't score super high. And the biggest reason is they don't take into account the length of all the tines. They only count the length of the tray tines and the brow tines. So like any other tines on the rack don't get counted. Which I feel like is a really weird way to score them, but I mean, I guess it's whatever. Maybe EH, maybe. Although from what I've been able to tell, I think this is all they had for Red Deer. The thing about the Whitetail is they intended to have all those racks from the start, but there was a bug preventing them from showing up. It was only showing like the big rack. But those other racks had always been in the game because the cheaters had found them, basically. The cheaters found them long before we actually got to see them spawning in the game. So they had always had those. With the Red Deer, it's not like that as far as I can tell. And I don't think the Red Deer have any rares for their Great One either. My guess is that they just want the Red Deer Great One to be... I guess the draw of it to be the special fur type, and then the unique rack with the leaves in it. I think that's all they're intending to do with the Red Deer. Because I feel like we would have seen more pop up from like data miners or people that have cheated or something like that. Because that's what happened with the other Great One. But I guess it could be that they just didn't add it. I guess never say never, you know? If people want more variety, they'll probably add it at some point. They've been basing a lot of their recent changes and additions off of community feedback, so... I guess if enough people want more racks for a Great One Red Deer, they'd probably do it. Nice gaming with Mason. Is it possible to get a mouse and keyboard on Call of the Wild for Xbox? It will make shooting a lot easier. I think it's possible if you know how to do it, but I'm not 100% sure. Wait, what went up by 40? What are you talking about, Johnny? I think I missed the previous messages. Not entirely sure what you're talking about right now. Okay, these are actually out in the open for once. That's amazing. And this doe is for some reason not even noticing we're here. What? How is that not a brain shot? What? How is that not brain? Should definitely give some of my luck to Flinter. Flinter doesn't need my luck. He's got his own luck. He is getting really unlucky with this Red Deer grind, though. He got super lucky with the Whitetail, but not so lucky with the Red Deer, unfortunately. I thought that might be good, but it looks like it wasn't. Oh no, I spooked those. Well, I guess I was closer than I thought. Oh well. Oh well. Oh really, Johnny? That's crazy. That's wild. Nice, Simon. It sounds like you're doing pretty good, dude. Sounds like you're doing pretty well. Just got a Red Deer with a 454. Nice, Robert. Later, J-Bros. Thank you, Cade. Been lucky with my Red Deer grind. Nice, Hudson. I've had some of the most insane luck with the Tiawaroa Red Deer. I don't know why, but Tiawaroa Red Deer have always been very good for me. Even before the Great One was released, we always had lots of diamonds and rares off that map. I have all of my biggest rares off of Tiawaroa. That map is just so consistent for me. Like, it never fails. I always go 300 to 500 kills with nothing. And then in the next 300 to 500 kills, I get like 6 diamonds. It never fails with Tiawaroa. I get on these streaks where there'll be like 3 level 9s in 100 kills. It's kind of crazy. And no other map with any other species does that ever happen to me. It's only the red deer on Tiawaroa. They're just like so much more insane than the rest for me. Which I'm all for it. I love red deer, so... It couldn't have picked a better one for it to be just like abnormally good for me. That buck was the very back. That is really unlucky. I hope we hit that good. What's my favorite map to hunt? I really enjoy hunting Silver Ridge Peaks. It's always been my favorite ever since its release. Because it has everything I've ever wanted in a map. It's got lots of antlered and horned species. It's got a kind of a similar environment to where I live. A little bit different, but it's familiar territory, you know? And like everything there is like so well done. The map is just beautiful. But I think the biggest thing for me is the species on Silver Ridge Peaks. Like, the species are everything that I want out of a map. It's got elk, it's got deer, it's got antelope, it's got goats. Like, it's got everything that I enjoy hunting. It's got the mountain lions, the turkeys. It's just such a good map. I hope that one of these days we get something that compares to Silver Ridge Peaks in a matter of like it being a map that has at least 5 or 6 species that are highly requested. Like, I think Silver Ridge Peaks was one of the few where every species added was something that was very highly requested. People wanted mountain goats, bighorn, Rocky Mountain elk, pronghorn, and turkeys, and had been asking for them for a long time. If we get more maps like that, then Silver Ridge Peaks will have, will be given a run for its money, you know. If Africa 2, whenever that comes out, ends up being that type of map where it just adds a bunch of species people want, then I think it'll do fantastic and it'll probably be one of the better maps. I just hope we do end up getting an Africa 2 as the next map, because it's by far the most requested besides like Texas and Australia. I think Texas and Australia are the only two that are voted for just as much, if not more. Honestly, if we got any of those maps, I think it would be a hit. But they have to go the same route they did with Silver Ridge Peaks. Add in a bunch of species that everybody has been asking for. It really does, Robert. Like, Silver Ridge Peaks has it all. It's a beautiful map with lots of amazing trophies. And a lot of people like the storyline of it as well. I haven't played through all the missions, so I don't really have much to say there because I haven't played through it, but I hear a lot of good stuff about the missions for Silver Ridge Peaks. The only complaint I hear is that it's too short. There's not enough of them. Yeah, I would like to see elephants too. And I mean, for the longest time, I've always said that I don't think they'll ever do elephants, but honestly, the fact that we have ARs now, and they used to say that we would never get ARs, makes me wonder maybe they'll backtrack on elephants as well. Especially since we've got elephants coming in Ultimate Hunting. If they really want to, like, make a move to stay the top hunting game, I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like jaguars or elephants or rhinos or something like that on a brand new African reserve. Would not surprise me that if they pull something like that, because Ultimate Hunting is set to release late this year, which would be around the time they would do their second map for the year, because they typically release a map in June and then another map in December. If one of those maps ends up being Africa 2 with one of the big 5 added, like another one of the big 5, so we would have the Cape Buffalo. Are lions part of the big 5? I can't remember. I think so. Let's see, it's rhino, leopard, Cape Buffalo, elephant. What's the last of the big 5? Is it lions or is it hippos? Or am I wrong on both of those? Yeah, me too, David. I think their DLCs are pretty fair. They're always very low priced, and with the maps, you don't even have to own them to test them out. You can play them in multiplayer. I think it's done pretty well. I think the only thing that I'd say isn't the greatest with EW's monetization method is the fact that a lot of the DLC weapon pack rifles end up being the best, so in order to get the best guns, you do have to buy the DLCs. That's the only thing that I'd say maybe isn't ideal. I think something that would make it so it's perfect is if they added like a bolt action counterpart to the base game. Like, we got the 308 AR. What if there was like a single shot or bolt action 308 for free? I think that'd be really cool if they did something like that. I mean, either way, their DLC system is still a lot more fair than a lot of EA's titles or a lot of the AAA studios do. And if it goes to developing the game and making the game better, then I'm all for it. But I do think there's definitely some small things they could tweak with it to make it better than it is. Best animal to hunt on Savannah? I personally really like the Cape Buffalo. They've been my favorite for a while. Those, and then also Gemsbach are a favorite of mine. But I'd say Cape are probably the best. Elephant, rhino, buffalo, lion, and leopard. Okay, I thought it was lion, but I couldn't quite remember. So yeah, if they added leopard or elephants or rhinos, I think the game would have a pretty good chance of staying on top. Because one thing that Ultimate Hunting will not have that Call of the Wild does have is this type of graphics engine. Like, Ultimate Hunting will be a little bit less visually appealing. It'll still look good, but I don't think it'll be able to reach Call of the Wild's level of just, like, photorealism with a lot of the environments. So I think that's one of the areas where Call of the Wild will be able to stay on top, is definitely the visuals. And, like, the animations of the animals. At least from what we've seen. But once again, we haven't seen a lot with Ultimate Hunting. They've shown, like, little tidbits here and there on, like, the animations and, like, the process of making them. But I really am curious what like, the movement of everything is going to be with the animations. Because Call of the Wild does have some pretty great-looking animations for their animals. Now the, characters in multiplayer, that's another story. Those aren't quite as smooth-looking, but the animals look good. Oh, me too, Duck. No matter what, I'll still play Call of the Wild. It's a game that I've spent so much of my time on, and worked so hard to build up my lodge that even if Ultimate Hunting is miles better, I'll still play Call of the Wild just because it offers a different experience. And I've got so much work already put into it. It'll probably be similar to like Call of the Wild and Classic. Like, I play both of them. I don't play Classic as often, but I still play it every once in a while because I've got a lot of hours on there, and I've spent a lot of money on getting like the equipment back when the game was very pay to play. It's like I've got a lot invested into Classic, so I still play it. I don't play it as often as Call of the Wild, but it'll probably be the same for Ultimate Hunting. Like, I'll play both of them, but I might play Call of the Wild slightly less if Ultimate Hunting is better. I guess it really depends. Oh, are you talking about the, I forgot the name of that channel, but it's, the one that they're getting their models from, right, EH? I know that they are getting their models of the animals from, like, a specific company. I remember seeing them a while back, but I forgot the name. But yeah, I'm sure they'll do good with the animations, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see on that one. But like I was saying, I think the biggest factor will be the fidelity of the graphics, like how nice they look. Call of the Wild does have some of the most amazing looking environments in any game, not just hunting games, like any game in general. So I'm curious to see how Ultimate Hunting will match up. Because obviously, like, from screenshots and, like, the reveal trailer that we saw a while back, it's hard to tell if they've been, like, edited at all. If there's anything added to make it look more insane than it is. Yeah, I think that is it, Johnny. I think that is it. It sounds familiar. Oh my gosh, David. Oh my gosh. That's a funny one. Imagine we get a great one right now at this lake. That'd be insane. But we're not going to. I don't see anything good here. Ooh, there we go. That's the type of shots I was hoping to hit last time we were here, but I just could not connect them. I'm hoping that we will see that trailer for Ultimate Hunting soon. I was talking with Flinter and he thinks that it'll probably be somewhat soon because of the fact that they're trying to release at the end of the year. Like, they've got to have that gameplay trailer soon, I feel. It's got to be close. I really hope we get a gameplay trailer for Ultimate Hunting within the next month or two because I so badly want to see it. I so badly want to see, like, so many things. I want to see, like, how the interactions with, like, the rifles are. I want to see, like, or I want to hear, like, the sounds for everything. I gotta know. Yeah, I'll have to look at them a little bit more, EH, because there's some that I like and some that I don't. I think out of all the things with Ultimate Hunting, my biggest thing that I was disappointed about was seeing the list of animals on the Africa map. It's got barely any antelope, and those are my favorite things to hunt on African reserves. I'm excited about the elephants. I'm excited about, like, the greater kudu, but I was so sad to see that there wasn't, like, sable or nyala or blesbok. That was one thing that seemed a little bit strange to me. Makes me wonder if they're going to do a second reserve. Like a second African reserve. Because it seems so odd not to have more antelope species. Maybe one of these days, Chase. It's hard to say what the future might hold. I've already done stuff with DD and Flinter before. If you haven't seen those, I would recommend checking it out. Yeah, exactly, man, exactly. I think I'm going to be more interested in the California Reserve, to be honest. Whenever it hits, like, early access release, I'm going to be pretty interested in the California Reserve because it'll have elk and deer, which I like antlered species more than predators or things like that. So I'm probably going to spend most of my time on that reserve. Of course I'll do elephant hunting, because I'm going to be excited to see how it'll be. But I'll probably spend most of my time on the California Reserve, especially since they said there's going to be their own version of Truax. I'm going to be chasing down some big blacktail and mule deer for sure. Yeah, I would love suppressors in Call of the Wild. I think they could do them pretty well. I think if they made it so that suppressors decreased the spook radius and also decreased the hunting pressure by half, but were pretty heavy and maybe caused your gun to, I guess, like, dirty up faster, and maybe they could add, like, some type of malfunction system? I think that'd be a cool thing in Call of the Wild. I doubt they'd... Oh! Hello! We got ourselves an albino. There we go, finally! It's been so long since we got a rare buck on this grind. And of course it's a fence rack. Because what else would it be? The fence rack deer are everywhere. It's all I ever get, I swear. I just want a good looking rare whitetail. Is that too much to ask? I mean, I'll take it. Because it's been a while since we've had one, but... why a fence rack? Why it gotta be a fence rack? And it's floating. Even better. Even better. Imagine if that had headshot. Alright, well I guess we'll fast travel back over here when it floats. I would love a small game great one, to be honest. It would kind of make it so there's a little more variety. You guys might think that this is like hilarious and you might think that I'm joking, but I want a great one European rabbit. Can you imagine sitting in front of a burrow and a great one rabbit just pops its head up? That'd be amazing. It's just like a fat rabbit that can't get out of the hole all the way. I just imagine like a great one rabbit like trying to squeeze out of the burrow and it just gets stuck. And it's like a maybe like a piebald rabbit, since we don't have those. I think that would be hilarious. I would love it, honestly. Okay, gotcha, Johnny. We'll just walk back then. We'll just walk back. Great one jackalope? Yes, please. 90-foot ears. Yes. Yes, that would be fantastic. I know, right? It would be. It would be awesome. I think they could do something cool with a small game great one. They've done great on the red deer and the whitetail. So I would honestly have faith in them to do well with the small game animals. Well, they would find a way to make it unique. Whether it's like a survivor of like an attack and it's got like a bunch of scarring on it, or it's got like a very special rare fur type that just looks incredibly cool, they'd find a way to make it interesting. A lot of people didn't think they could make a red deer great one look unique because the level 9s are so big, but they found a way. I remember before they revealed that it was a red deer and it was a debate between fallow and red deer, everybody was like, oh, it's probably fallow. Red deer are already massive, there's no way they could make a great one out of it, but they found a way. Great one Sika deer would look great. I honestly, I might be a little biased on that one because I love the Sika deer. But I think a great one Sika deer would be fantastic. Just imagine a Sika deer with like a level 7 red deer rack. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up this little deer right here. 151.60. It may be tiny, but at least it's a rare. About time we got another one. Look at those eyes. And that twisted nose. I can't take this deer serious anymore now that I've seen that crooked nose. Because it was trying to drink as I shot it. Oh my gosh. What happened to you? He honestly looks like he face planted after I shot him. Well, that's a diamond and a rare today. We've been having good luck on grind number 5. Lots of diamonds, lots of 3s in general, and we've just got our first rare buck of the grind as well. It's been going pretty well, actually. Been going a lot smoother than grind number 4 did. Grind number 4 took like 4,500 kills, and we didn't even get that many rares or diamonds in that gap of 4,500 kills. This one's going much better so far. Anything here? Nope. Great one moose would be cool. It's not my top pick, but I wouldn't be mad if they made a great one moose either. It would be cool. You can smell the great one this stream? I don't know about that. We're getting close to the end because I actually got to go get prepared for dinner. But maybe we do have one to spawn. You never know. Maybe we'll get one to spawn and then end up finding it next stream. If we're lucky, because we're about at the end right now. Just gotta real quickly make sure we didn't miss any. We definitely did miss a few. Max level in Call of the Wild for players? Max level would be level 60. Hey, Lane, how's it going? Excuse me, ma'am. Gonna have to ask you to be quiet. Oh gosh, I'm out of... There we go, we got it. That was almost bad. I almost messed that up. We saved it somehow. I don't know, Nate. I haven't really been enjoying doing guide content much, so I've kind of avoided it. From my searching, it seems that coyotes are still pretty prominent at Bosque Alto, so maybe check there during their drink time. I was finding a few when I was in the early access for the ARs. Pop goes the doe's head, indeed. She down. I'm going to kill Great One number 5 with the 6.5. Probably going to do a long range shot with it as well, if I can make that happen. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the Trophy Lodge. Let's take a look at our big male diamond. Yeah, that'd be cool, Oxy. That's another thing that I don't think we've really talked about too much with Great Ones. The possibility of, like, a Great One being, like, 50% non-typical. Because it does happen where, like, an antler will break and it'll cause it to grow weird. That could be kind of a cool concept for one. Look at that bad boy right there. That is the diamond that we got today. Solid, solid deer. And there's our little albino. Not exactly impressive. Not nearly as impressive as this guy, but it's still a rare at least. You can kind of see the unevenness on this guy a little bit better in here. That G2 is taller, and this one curls up more at the tip. Very uneven buck. Pretty nice, though. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and hop off. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and it looks like the most voted for box was the Sword and Shield base set. So the next Pokemon opening that we do, which will probably be in a day or two, it might even be tonight, to be honest, because we've already passed the threshold for number 2, and now we're on to the threshold for number 3, so we're probably going to open it tonight or tomorrow or the day after. It'll be sometime soon. But it looks like it's going to be the Sword and Shield base set unless more votes come in for the Pikachu box. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we shall be back in the next one. Peace!